Greetings all and welcome back to Maritime Minutemen. So here we are on part 2 of this ship build, the Obsidian. As you can see, I've got part of the deck on there. Had some of the Minutemen from Nordhagen Beach bring this smelter over for me just so I can heat up a few rivets and such. I ferried some of my tools from around the other side of the island here as well, just to make things a bit easier, a little bit more practical. So yeah, there's dog meat, keeping an eye on things for me. So I've started sealing the bow as well. Figured the best way to do this was with these steel cabinets here, just pillar glitch them on top of each other. I've put this warehouse or barn foundation here purely because the pillar will sink into it and it will give us a little bit more freedom with our height. And yeah, just this foundation behind it, just so I'm not falling off the back of this. So yeah, anyway, we'll get into it. Got this pillar and cabinet already set up. Now this may be a little bit tricky, trying to find that. Here we go, just trying to find a sweet spot there. And obviously, yeah, these aren't, I'm going to have to use 5 of these, but I can't, I'm going to have to sink a couple of them into the ones underneath to get the height right. Otherwise it's just not going to work. So I think that should just about do it for that one. And we want that line to disappear evenly. I think that should do it. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Grab the other one, pop her on top. Again, we'll have that pillar nice and low so that we don't get there and find that we don't have enough height to work with. And not too close either. We just need to get it the right distance away from there. Okay, let's see how we go with this one. Is this one going to give us some problems? I hope not. Okay, so I did say that, yeah, it can be a bit tedious, a little bit of trial and error and such. Yeah, sometimes you've just got to be the right distance away from that pillar. So let's see how we go now. Here we go. Yep, got a sweet spot there. Beautiful. Now it's just a matter of getting it as close as we can without losing that, yeah, that sweet spot there. I think that should be right. Yep, and that looks pretty good. Okay. I mean, yeah, I may have to remove this again just to get the other floor on that side. As you can see, that floor, it's actually sunk into that cabinet. But I will do that off camera. So, yeah, it's not taking forever to do it. And we'll move on to the next part of this. Okay, so as you can see here, I managed to get that other floor piece on. Yeah, I did have to take that top cabinet back out, but yeah, I did that off camera to spare you all the boredom of having to watch me do it all over again. Yeah, use the select all option to spin this around the other way once again. Anyway, we'll climb up top here and I'll basically show you how I've been getting this deck on here. Same way as I did it in my former shipbuilding tutorial with the where I showed you all how to do it with the cabinets. Yeah, basically by getting this shack foundation here, a little bit of freestyling, basically getting it in the right place here. We'll probably have to pop it over here, I think. Hopefully it will all line up. Try and get that as close as we can to that edge. Again, might be a little bit of trial and error. Okay, that looks pretty good. And that's snapped in there, but as we can see here, this is sticking out a bit, so it's obviously a little bit too far out. Let's see if we can bring that in a bit closer. Let's see if I can walk along here. Yep, here we go. Still a little bit too far out. I have to come in on this angle a little bit more. How does that look? Yeah, that's a bit better. That's not too bad. See how that looks from ground level. Just move that out the way for now. Yeah, that looks pretty good. I think that's good enough. And yeah, now we can. I'll seal up the stern, same way that I did the bow around the other side here with these cabinets, just filigree-ed on top of each other. And then, yeah, we'll move back onto the deck. Swap that in there. There we go. Okay, so we now have the bow and stern completely sealed off, and we can move on to our deck. Yeah, so I've got a few more bolt pieces here. I'm actually using a lot of bolt pieces on this ship or barge. So yeah, I think first of all I'll start with one of these atrium floors. That should just snap in there quite nicely. Look, yeah, just to cover up these gaps, if you remember from my previous ship building tutorial, yeah, I just sunk these rubber mats in here just by using the rug glitch, as I showed you in those ship build tutorial videos. Yeah, so come down here, grab this bolt staircase. That should snap in there. Yep, beautiful. Actually going to make use of this hull. Yeah, I normally just use them for cargo and such, but yeah, I think I'm going to do something special with this. Yeah, look, I mean, I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to use this barge for yet, this ship barge, but yeah, I'm sure I'll think of something special for it. And yeah, we can probably stick this floor piece up the other end here. So yeah, we've got a nice clearance here for our vault staircase. Okay, so yeah, these domestic wall end caps, I find that these are probably going to be, yeah, just after a little bit of trial and error, I think these are going to be the best thing to use in the hull. So yeah, I'm just show you what I'm going to do here. Hopefully this won't, oh yep, we'll just have to move that slightly just to stop that from happening again. So I'm just going to use these end caps just to, you can see I've already put that one there. Just to cover up these cabinets, the inside of these cabinets. I mean, yeah, obviously that looks fairly unsightly, all of these drawers and such, yeah. And so, yeah, we can just cover it up with this thing. I mean, look, in some cases you may not even have to use the pillar for this, but it's just sort of ensuring that I get a nice, neat job getting this in as close as I can. Yeah, I think that'll do. Covers it up nicely anyway. So there we go. I think that can pretty much conclude part 2 of this ship building the Obsidian. So yeah, we've got our main deck on, looking pretty good. Got a nice way into our hull here as well. All of our hull walls are up. Bow and stern completely sealed off. And I think we can pretty much wrap up the second part of our maritime build here. So before we wrap this up, I might just take a quick swim around the other side, just do a quick inspection. Make sure there's no gaps or anything poking out anywhere. Oh, yep, and I can see a little problem there. Yeah, the end cap that I put in on this side is glitching through that wall slightly, but that's no big deal. I can fix that. Yeah, that domestic end cap that I put in to cover up the drawers on the other side of these cabinets. Yeah, no big deal. Just need to bring it away a little bit more. And look, that's why it's always a good idea, I think, to inspect your work as you go along, just to make sure everything's okay, everything's running along smoothly. Here. So don't forget to like and subscribe. We'll get a part 3 up soon for this ship build. And thanks for watching.